The following are a collection of best practices that SELCO compiled based on information from ChatGPT. Running an effective meeting is an essential skill for achieving organizational goals. In this video, we will equip you with the skills and strategies for running an effective meeting. So, what is a meeting and what is its purpose? A business meeting is the gathering of two or more people for the purpose of making decisions or discussing company objectives and operations. Business meetings are generally conducted in person in an office. However, with the rise of video conferencing technologies, participants can join a business meeting from anywhere. There are several types of business meetings. Here are listed a few. Informational meetings. These meetings are held to exchange information, updates, and or announcements with the organization. And they are often one-way communication sessions led by a presenter. Decision-making meetings. Decision-making meetings involve discussions and deliberations with the goal of making a key business decision. Participants discuss options, evaluate alternatives, and come to a consensus or a vote on a particular course of action. Problem-solving meetings. Problem-solving meetings are conducted to analyze and find solutions to specific challenges or issues faced by an organization. Participants brainstorm ideas, share perspectives, and work collaboratively to reach resolutions. Team building meetings. Team building meetings focus on building rapport, enhancing team cohesion, and fostering a positive and productive work environment. These meetings often involve team building activities, icebreaker exercises, and group discussions. Training meetings. Training meetings are conducted to enhance the skills and knowledge of employees. They may include workshops, seminars, or presentations led by subject matter experts to educate participants on a particular topic or skill. Project updates. These meetings occur regularly during the life cycle of a project to provide updates on project progress, discuss challenges, and plan for next steps. Participants include project team members, stakeholders, and project managers. These are just a few of the examples of the different kinds of business meetings that can be conducted depending on the purpose, objectives, and participants involved. Here are some characteristics of an effective meeting. To have an effective meeting, there are certain characteristics to be followed, such as having a clear and concise agenda, identifying the appropriate participants, and starting and ending on time. Have a clear agenda. Make sure to prepare a comprehensive agenda that outlines the topics to be discussed and the time allotted for each and their objectives. Limit the number of attendees. Limit the participants to only those that need to be there and have a role to play in the discussion. Set realistic time limits. Set time limits for each agenda item and stick to them. Foster an open environment. Encourage participation and active listening. Make sure everyone has a chance to speak and do not allow one person to dominate the discussion. Control the meeting. As the meeting leader, take charge of the proceedings and make sure the discussion stays on track. Assign responsibilities. Assign responsibilities for follow-up actions and keep track of their progress. Start the meeting on time. Make sure everyone arrives on time and start the meeting promptly at the designated time. If you start on time, members will start coming on time. If you start late, they will continue to come late. Use technology wisely. Use technology such as slides, videos, and audio to enhance the discussion, but make sure to test the technology in advance and have backup plans. End the meeting with a clear path forward. Summarize the decisions and agreed upon actions and have a clear next steps. Follow up. After the meeting, share the minutes with the attendees and communicate with them regularly to ensure follow through on action items. The meeting leader plays a crucial role in the running of an effective meeting, including preparation, communication, and facilitation skills. Preparation. A good facilitator will start by preparing an agenda and sharing it with the participants in advance, along with any briefing materials they will need. Active listening. A good facilitator should have excellent listening skills to ensure that everyone's contribution is heard. They should be able to summarize what has been said to check understanding and maintain focus. Time management. A good facilitator should be able to manage the time that is available, ensuring that the meeting stays on track. They should tactfully steer discussions back on course if the conversation goes off tangent. Conflict management. A good facilitator should feel comfortable with managing conflicts, disagreements, and difficult conversations that may arise. This means being able to calmly mediate arguments and maintain safe and neutral environment. Flexibility. A good facilitator should be flexible and able to adapt to changing circumstances, including disruptions or last-minute changes to agendas. Inclusivity. A good facilitator should encourage participation, ensure that everyone's ideas are heard, and provide an environment where everyone feels comfortable in contributing and speaking up. Problem solving. A good facilitator should be ready to develop practical solutions to issues that arise during the meeting and be open to feedback. Attention to detail. A good facilitator should be detail-oriented and be able to identify any conflicts or concerns that should be addressed. Nonverbal communication. A good facilitator should have good communication skills, including verbal and nonverbal, with the ability to read people's body languages and respond appropriately. Continuous improvement. A good facilitator should seek feedback from participants to constantly improve their facilitation skills. During the meeting, one might face conflicts and different types of participants. Here are some tips to handle them. Stay calm. Instead of reacting impulsively, maintain a calm and composed demeanor. This will help you think clearly and respond appropriately to conflicts. Listen actively. Give every participant the opportunity to express their opinions and concerns. Actively listen to what they say, focusing on understanding their perspective without interrupting. Encourage open communication. Foster an environment where everyone feels comfortable sharing their thoughts and ideas. Encourage participants to express themselves respectfully and constructively. Mediate conflicts. If conflicts arise, act as a mediator to resolve them. Listen to both sides, validate their concerns, and find common ground. Facilitate a healthy discussion where participants can work towards a resolution together. Set ground rules. Establish clear meeting guidelines from the beginning. These rules should outline respectful behavior, active participation, and adherence to time limits. Enforce these rules to maintain order and prevent conflicts. Address disruptive behavior. If a participant consistently disrupts the meeting, politely but firmly address their behavior. Remind them of the ground rules and request their cooperation. If the behavior persists, consider speaking to them privately after the meeting. Utilize active questioning. Use open-ended questions to encourage participation from quieter participants. This to ensure all perspectives are heard and creates a more inclusive atmosphere. Be adaptable. Different participants may have diverse communication and work styles. Adapt your approach accordingly to engage and involve everyone effectively. Focus on the issue, not the person. During conflicts, emphasize discussing issues at hand rather than attacking or criticizing individuals. Keep the conversation objective, focusing on finding solutions or common ground. Seek external assistance if needed. If conflicts escalate and become unmanageable, consider involving a neutral third-party facilitator or mediator to help resolve issues. Remember, effective communication, active listening, and respectful attitude are key to handling conflicts and different types of participants during a meeting. Recording minutes and follow-up actions are an essential part of a meeting. Here are some best practices to follow. Prepare an agenda. Before the meeting, create a clear and organized agenda that includes the topics that will be discussed, along with desired outcomes or decisions. This will help guide the meeting and ensure all the necessary information is covered. Assign dedicated note taker. Designate someone to take minutes during the meeting. This person should be detail-oriented, attentive, and able to summarize key points effectively. The meeting's facilitator should not also be the note taker. Use consistent format. Establish a standardized template for recording minutes, including headings such as date, time, attendees, agenda topics, discussions, decisions, and actions. Consistency of format will make it easier for team members to understand and reference the document. Record key points, not every detail. Focus on capturing the important discussion, decisions, and action items. Avoid trying to record every word spoken during the meeting. Instead, summarize the main ideas, concerns, or conclusions in a concise and clear manner. Be objective and neutral. Ensure that the minutes are unbiased and fact-based. Avoid personal opinions and judgments. Stick to reporting what was discussed and decide upon without adding personal interpretations. Include action items and deadlines. One of the most critical aspects of minutes is tracking action items and assigning responsibilities. Clearly state each action item, the person accountable for it, and the due dates. This will help ensure that follow-up actions are documented and completed in a timely manner. Distribute minutes promptly. Timely distribution of minutes is essential. Aim to share with attendees soon after the meeting concludes. This allows everyone to review and confirm the accuracy of the documented information while it's still fresh in their minds. Seek feedback and clarification. After sharing the minutes, encourage the attendees to review and provide any necessary feedback or clarifications. This helps identify any inaccuracies or missing points, leading to a more comprehensive and accurate minutes. Follow up on action items. As the person responsible for recording the minutes, it's essential to follow up on the assigned actions. Monitor progress, remind individuals of upcoming deadlines, and document completion. This helps to ensure that the decisions made during the meeting are effectively implemented. Maintain centralized record. Store the minutes and related documents in a centralized and easily accessible location. This allows team members to refer back to the previous meetings, track progress, and maintain a historical record of discussions and decisions. By following these Best practices, you can improve the effectiveness and clarity of your recorded minutes, foster accountability for action items, and facilitate smooth follow-up processes. In this video, we talked about the definition and purpose of a business meeting. A business meeting is a gathering of two or more people for the purpose of making decisions or discussing company objectives and operations. We discussed 6 typical types of business meetings you may be involved in, 10 characteristics of an effective meeting, 10 characteristics of a meeting leader, 10 tips on handling conflict and different kinds of participants, and 10 best practices of recording meeting minutes. Your goal is to understand how these ideal best practices can help you become a better leader, note taker, or participant of your next business meeting. You should not expect to incorporate all these items at once. This is a gradual path towards the ideal meeting.